Hey guys, it's been a good day. I got some new Minimates in. I got the new Toys R Us Spider-Man wave. This wave includes Gwenpool and Black Cat and the Collector and Unworthy Thor. And the set you see in front of you is Carrion and Scarlet Spider. The Carrion is a character that's mostly well known from the Maximum Carnage storyline. Those of you who collected comics in the 90s, most of you who are Spider-Man fans remember that. It's probably one of the best huge crossovers for Spider-Man in that era. And then he comes with Scarlet Spider, who was also pretty prevalent at the time. And we got a redo. Some mates I just look at and go, "Nah, that mate's perfect. No need to redo it." But they redid, and I felt that way about Scarlet Spider, but they redid him, and he looks absolutely amazing from some of the pictures I've seen on Instagram and Facebook. But let's open them up and take a look at them. So here's a quick tray shot. You got the Toys R Us emblem in the middle, since it's an exclusive. It's the only place it's sold. And then you got the spider web, a flight stand, and then a Ben Reilly head, which is for Scarlet Spider, the Spider-Man clone. But let's take these guys out of the package and get a closer look at them. So here they are, out of the package. A little up close look. Carrion looks really good. The face looks right. I like how they gave him all the muscle definition. And then if you look at the ankles, he's got his straps, a lot of detail to those straps. And his hood piece looks new. It looks like it hasn't been something they've ever used before. I may be wrong on that. If anybody knows, correct me. But the other thing I like is he's got the tattered rag look on his arm. It's just pretty much tattered rags. I don't think I've ever seen that piece before either. And he's got it on both arms, which is really cool. They made him look exactly like he should. There's not a whole lot of improvement I can imagine putting on him. And then there's Scarlet Spider. I'm going to put up the old one next to him a little later. The old version of him. But this one, he's got knife holsters on his ankles, which if you look at the old Scarlet Spider, his are just kind of painted on. There's more definition in the legs. All of his muscles are painted on. His wrist gauntlets, his web shooters are actual extra pieces versus being painted on. And then the face has a lot more detail to it too, with the shadow on it and stuff. And then his hood piece is actually an actual hood piece versus being painted on like the old one. And I just love how he turned out. He looks so much better than the old one. Like I said, the old one I really like. I thought it was a perfect rendition, and they really improved on him. They did a great job. Definitely did a great job improving on him. The one thing I didn't like about the old version is those eye pieces. It's like they sit too low, for where eyeballs would be. And the new one, they do make it sit a little bit higher. But as far as this set goes, man, we're winning 100%. This is just such a cool set. It's got a lot of 90s love, which I'm 37. I started collecting comics when I was 10, and this is kind of the era that it was a few years later that the Scarlet Spider kind of came around a lot more, and Carrion showed up in Maximum Carnage. But so this kind of hits me right where in the feels. So Carrion, on the other hand, his powers is he drains organic matter from humans or plants or whatever he needs to. So I have a little bit of a setup in back. So here's the setup. I got Carrion draining the life out of some poor victim or whatever, and then you got Spider-Man in the background. I just got to find a way to get him to be looking at him And then my shot will be pretty much done. Maybe get a little bit more of a dynamic pose on Carrion himself. But that's pretty much it. So anyways, thanks for checking out my review video. Make sure you check out my Instagram page for all my Minimate pictures and then the finished product of this one. And we'll see you guys around for the next few reviews. Thanks for viewing.